Yet another leak comes true. Welcome back to Unqualified Critics, the Arcade1up MVC Capcom head-to-head table, cocktail table, whatever you want to call it. This product is completely official. The listing's on Gamestop. You can't order it yet, but here it is. And it looks pretty good. Also, we know pricing now, $6.99. As far as I can tell, this isn't any kind of super deluxe model with stuff lighting up with the light up control decks or anything like that. But you're getting what looks like a compelling games list if, and that's a big if, you haven't already bought one of the 3 different available Marvel upright cabinets that Arcade1up's released previously. I bought the Marvel Superheroes cabinet, limited edition with Sanwa, and for that reason, I didn't buy the MVC cab or the X-Men versus Street Fighter because there was a little bit of game overlap, but obviously not a ton. I missed out on, for example, MVC. So this could potentially be up my alley, but it continues this trend where the cocktail cabinet or some format other than the stand-up format ends up becoming almost the definitive way to play because you get just the more complete games list. Big Blue being an exception to that rule, which by the way, I pre-ordered Big Blue a while ago, completely forgot about it, and it'll be delivered soon. So I think by the time I'm back from vacation, I should have it and I'll be able to do a review for you guys. But let's take a look at these pictures and then let's look at the games list, because if you scroll down, the listing doesn't actually tell you. They use the text from Pong. So we get no information here. I mean, it's the same product. It's probably the same weight and dimensions and everything else. But the games list, well, suffice to say, we're not getting Pong Sport and Quadra Pong here on the Marvel table. So let's look at the side panels. And I'm going to assume that these games lists on the side are complete, but it is possible there are other titles. The cocktail cabinets to date have been between 8 and 12 games. Let's see. So X-Men Children of the Atom, Mutant Apocalypse, War of the Gems, The Punisher, War of the Gems, of course, being I think that was a Super Nintendo title, certainly a console title. Marvel Superheroes, X-Men versus Street Fighter, Marvel versus Street Fighter, and then Marvel versus Capcom. So to me, it looks like a really nice list, and I love that they threw Punisher back into the mix because Punisher is a really fun game, and actually that's one of the titles I've played more of all the beat 'em up titles I own in the arcade format. That one's probably second for how much game time it's gotten for me, second only to Revenge of Death Adder. And let's take a closer look at the cabinet. You got the moves list and stuff. The artwork looks great. I love the angled out logos. Although the Arcade1up doubled up logo here is a little bit much. I'm kind of hoping they get rid of that for the final. The newest versions of the cocktails have that Arcade1up logo parallel with the monitor, so it's around the monitor bezel. But then to add it in line with the Marvel, a little goofy, but that diamond pattern is kind of cool, in my opinion. For the cocktail format, fighting games, cocktail format, not completely optimal. I've got the Black Series Capcom cabinet, and I like it, and I've kept it. I haven't sold it. I'll have to consider if I want to sell it now that I'm getting Big Blue. But at the end of the day, these are just 17-inch monitors. And aside from looking a little goofy in this big cocktail format, is they just look kind of almost drowned out by the bezel, if you will, around the monitor. That's only an issue when you look at it when it's on and you're not playing. When you're playing, the 17 inches is acceptable. The issue, though, is you're getting a split screen format. Not ideal, but, you know, take it as it is. The games list is great. The IP is awesome. The price is $700. That's kind of the question. When I paid $400 to $500 for my previous cocktail cabinets, getting that smaller display was a pill I could swallow, and I defended that in my review. I said, hey, the 17-inch monitor, I know it looks goofy, it's not bad, but I wasn't paying $700. I still stand by what I've said before. I think for $700, this should probably be a 19 or even a little larger monitor. But all that said, are you buying it? Let me know below in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will talk with you soon. Big shout out to all of my channel members. If you want to join Unqualified Critics, hit the red button below that says join, and thank you for watching.
is the game over.